Dear students, today we are going to learn merits and demerits of sole proprietorship. That means advantages and disadvantages of sole proprietorship. Now we have merits of sole proprietorship. The first point, quick decision making. According to this plus point, sole trader has greater degree of freedom to make decision and implement the decision. Being a single owner in the business who has a complete power to take decision means to take timely decision and who is most welcome to implement the decision. So according to the necessity of the time, situation, demands, who can take appropriate decision and implement the decision. So sole trader need not necessary to consult others before going to take the decision. So he can take decision and he can implement the decision. This will help to him to manage business effectively. That is what the plus point number 1. Second one, confidentiality of information. That means sole trader can maintain secrecy of information. What is that information? How much amount of profit enjoying by the sole proprietorship business. That information he is not going to disclosing before others. That means sole trader is not going to disclosing how much amount of profit he is going to enjoying. At the same time, sole proprietorship business is not necessary to prepare books of accounts and disclose before others. Even the law is also not enforceable to him to publish books of accounts before the public. The third one, direct incentive. That means there will be the direct reward to the sole proprietor. That means there is no division of profit. Being a single owner in the business, whatever amount of profit business enjoying, that entire profit goes to sole trader. He is going to enjoying entire amount of profit. That means there is no division of profit. Fourth one, easy formation and closure. That means there is no separate law that governs for a sole proprietorship business. In case of partnership business, there is a separate act that is 1932. In case of cooperative society, there is a separate act there 1912. In case of company act 1956. So those acts are not applicable in case of sole proprietorship. That means sole proprietorship business does not have particular act. As such, at any point of time, a person who can start a sole proprietorship business, and at any point of time, sole proprietor can go for close the business. So the formation of a sole proprietorship business is a simple, which has a simple procedure just to get local authority permission to start a business, and sole proprietor supposed to run the business. If sole proprietor finds any difficulty to conduct the business or to run the business, then due to his inconvenience, he can go for shut down the business. That is why it is easy to form, at the same time it is easy to close. Next, sense of accomplishment. That means there is a personal satisfaction involved in working for oneself. Sole trader who has a direct contact with the customers. So when he is dealing with the customers, the sole trader can able to know the likes and dislikes, and this will help to the trader to improve the quality of goods and service which he is going to offering to the market. That is what about the fifth advantage. So these are what about advantages of sole proprietorship business. Now we are going to study the limitations of sole proprietorship, that is disadvantages of sole proprietorship business. The first one, limited resources. Sole trading concern has a limited resources. Limited resources means what? The sole trading concern does not have more resources. Because of here the investment is less. So resources of sole proprietor are limited to his personal savings and borrowings from his friends or his relatives. So he can adjust finance out of his past savings. He can also adjust money from his friends or relatives, and who can go for a loan from the bank. That means he can apply loan before the bankers, but financial institutions may hesitate to provide loan to the sole trading concern. That is why we can say the resources are less. That means the investment is less. Second one, limited life of a business. That means sole trading concern has a limited lifespan. That means we came to know in the advantages of sole proprietor, easy to farm and easy to close. So limited life of business concern means what? Due to some reasons, at any point of time the business can go for a close its operations. The situations like when sole trader became insolvency. Insolvency means what? Excess of liabilities over assets. Sometimes if sole trader died, means death of sole proprietor, then also the business is going to shut down. If sole trader became lunacy, that means mentally retired, means mad. Sometimes if sole trader suffering from any genuine health reasons, so under these circumstances, no doubt the business is going to shut down, because with these difficulties, with these problems, with these situations, the business is not going to be continued, the business is going to close. That is the reason why it has a limited period of validity, means limited life of business. Next, third drawback means disadvantages. Unlimited liability. That means sole trader has a unlimited liability. That means there is no limit for his liability. That means a sole proprietorship is that the owner has a unlimited liability. Unlimited liability means when the sole proprietorship business is not able to pay debts, means When the sole proprietorship business is not able to pay the amount due to creditors, at that point of time, a sole trader who supposed to sell his personal properties and who can set up the amount towards creditors. That is what about third drawback. Next one, limited managerial ability means skills. Sole trader has limited knowledge. That means sole trader does not have adequate knowledge about market. He does not have he does not have full knowledge about competition. So only on the basis of trial and error he is managing the business. So as such, sole trader may not have accurate knowledge about purchase activities, financing activities, marketing activities, and this will become a great problem for the sole trader to manage the business successfully. So he may not able to manage business accurately because of he has a shortage of market information. He has a shortage of purchase information, means purchase activities. That means he does not have complete information about the market, and that makes him to take a poor decision, and that poor decision is going to make a poor business. That means the business is going to suffering because of the wrong decision taken by the sole proprietor due to insufficient information. So this is what about limited managerial ability. So these are what about drawbacks of sole proprietorship business. Thank you.